And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here's Richardson. Outside for Simmons. Passes it to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
2 points. That one goes.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Brown. Down low. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Basket good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Walker with a clean look, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Now here's Embiid. Out to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Horford in the post, guarded by Tatum. Harris. The shot will not fall. And the Celtics going the other way now, to the middle. Walker the pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy dunk.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Pass to Tice, and Tice throws it down.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Richardson dishes to Horford. Out to Harris. Pass to Simmons. Over Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. The pass to Embiid. 1:51 left in the first quarter. And that one drops.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Up top, Walker. Nice step back to get it off.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Harris outside. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the wing on the left. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And the layup is good.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Here's Walker. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Tice. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Richardson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Simmons. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Here's Brown after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Richardson against Brown. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And this is what we've seen from Brown. Beating bigger guys, using quickness, beating smaller guys, using power.
To the inside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The 76ers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the technical free throw is good. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Scott finds Burks. Thybulle on the wing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. And it's look at him play!
Get out the way! You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Robinson against Williams. 5 on the clock. Robinson goes in. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage break, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Cantor trying to free himself up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Burks kicks to Milton. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Burks. Back to Robinson. And taken away by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Wanamaker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Philadelphia has possession. And here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. That one goes. Count it. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Milton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Robinson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Stolen by Smart. Here's Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Hayward's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Horford finds Simmons. It's stolen by Tice. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. A shot by Hayward, wide open. And Simmons with the rebound. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Horford the pass to Simmons. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Harris. On the wing, Milton. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. .46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Tatum kicks to Walker. Pulls from the top of the key. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. The 76ers trail by 6. Milton's shot is good.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Al Horford with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Milton kicks to Horford. Outside for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Walker looking for an opening. With a step back. And that one released in time, but no good. And that... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Celtics with the lead. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
There's Walker with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They get a hand on it. Embiid is at the elbow. Back to Richardson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. Celtics leading by 5. Brown outside. Walker in the post. Simmons is there.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
They get it back. Here's Richardson. Dishes it to Horford. He kicks it to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they double up Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the 76ers now. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Kemba Walker. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Brown outside. And stolen by Richardson. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Brown outside. Williams trying to break free, and it's Brown missing.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Inside, Robinson. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Robinson's got his second bucket.
Well, how about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. He feeds it to Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Brown against Richardson. Got a piece of it. Williams looking around. The kick out to Brown. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Horford comes in for Robinson. And it's Jake Milton in for Burks. And then for Boston. Enes Kanter comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
I like Richardson's versatile skill set. He has the deep shot, but he can also drive through the deep.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism. Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Milton. Mark Moss, he's checked in for Richardson. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 3. 1:06 left in the third. Smart passes to Kanter. Back to Smart. And there's the pass to Tice. Kanter. It's good on the putback.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Now, Milton. From downtown. Rebounded by Smart.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kept alive. Here's Wanamaker. He dishes it to Kanter. Back to Wanamaker. Lets the three fly. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Smart kicks to Tice. Back to Smart. The three from Tatum. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The 76ers trail by 7. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Hayward. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside, Walker. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Harris passes to Horford. And they double up Simmons. Bible on the wing. Back to Simmons. 4 on the clock. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Outside, Walker. Passes it to Cantor. Back to Walker. Hayward outside. Over Harris. Hayward can hit. The 76ers trail by 3. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. It's good.
He's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
Outside, Walker. Tips it up, and Cantor able to finish. And the Celtics lead by 3.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Horford against Tice. Horford kicks to Embiid. Stolen by Cantor. It's Smart with the drive. Harris against Hayward. Pass to Walker. Fires, high post, and good. He nails it. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
They love to get Walker into that pick and roll position. 9 times out of 10, he'll make something good happen.
And Simmons slams it in.
You can see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Out to the wing. Walker against Simmons. Hayward looking around. And no good that time. Good D by Embiid. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 3. Thibault, the pass to Horford. Here's Harris. And that one is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Hayward outside. First ball movement by Boston. Walker with it. And it's Horford picking him up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Celtics, Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Richardson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating crucial possessions.
And it's Walker penetrating, and the shot goes in. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Simmons looking around. It's rebounded by Tice. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Walker. Richardson against Brown. Back to Walker. Pass to Brown. Shot from the top of the key. It's in!
A gigantic bucket. Brown stepping into the spotlight when it matters most.
It's Richardson on the wing and taken away by Brown. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Right side to Walker. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
They say thank you very much, a gift, a point on the technical.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And stolen by Richardson. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Celtics ball.
Boston with the ball. 6-point lead. Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Well, that's Walker's job. Keep the ball moving. Keep creating good opportunities.
Outside, Simmons. Off target with that shot. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Brett.
athletic animal. I always need a centerpiece of my team, and that's Shaq. I'm ready for this challenge, LD.
All right, let's do it. Best of luck. The first one to take on this year's 2K TV challenge against all 3 cover athletes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be 5-0. It's gonna be all the.
Okay, he's feeling good about it.
First, I got LeBron James.
The skyline of downtown. And with
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Now here is Lowry. The 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors. The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the team needs him.
Shot's good by Walker.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Lowry finds Van Vliet. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Up top, Brown, covered by Van Vliet. And it's Brown missing. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lowry can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Hayward with the stuff.
Gordon Hayward is always a threat to sky for the dunk. He has some ups.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Anunoby passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Walker, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And Walker always looking to take that shot when given the opportunity. So consistent at that range.
Now here is Ibaka. And here's Lowry. 6 to shoot. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back. And they get it back. And another shot. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Hayward.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Lowry has the open look. Again, the miss by Lowry.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And it's good for 2. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Brown. The Raptors getting the bucket. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Raptors trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's Ibaka. Here's Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass.
Kyle Lowry is a very tough guy for 6'1". He's a guy who loves to attack the inside, even though he's small.
Now, here's Walker. To the paint, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Here is Davis. Inside. From 8, and he knocks down the jumper.
Gasol is a total pro at running these pick and rolls the right way. As soon as the pick is set, he is rolling hard to the cup.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Right side, Williams. Here's Cantor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, there's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. And there's Davis. And it's Powell in at the 2-guard position. Smart dishes to Cantor, and that one clearly a foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here's Davis for 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Right side, Williams. Pass to Smart. Here's Wanamaker. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer is right on target. Wanamaker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Gasol passes to Powell. Thomas with the ball. Powell kicks to Thomas. But they recover it. And Cantor pulls it down. Deflects the pass. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Tatum passes to Smart. Dishes it to Williams. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Davis with it. No points in the game yet for him. Up top, Powell, guarded by Smart. Powell, the pass to Gasol. Powell trying to free himself up. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Marc Gasol. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics, and that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Tatum with it, picked up by Davis, and a fast break now for the Celtics. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So Boston ends up going with the new group. And Zoe Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 14. And the basket by Lowry.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
From the top of the key, Siakam pulls it in.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Feeds it to Ibaka. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Boston on D. Van Vliet left side. Lock at 6. And Ibaka slams it in.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Shot's good by Walker. 59 seconds left now here in the second. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Takes it out to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Brown. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Hayward. That's now 8 points for Kemba Walker.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Good.
You know, it's not just the energy Siakam brings to the defensive end. It's the instincts. Great job turning them over.
Hayward outside. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Williams. Back to Walker. Brown outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. Walker the pass to Tice. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And Toronto has possession. A 12-point game. Three-pointer, Lowry. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best.
You know, he's a tough kid who comes from a tough town, Philadelphia. You just love Lowry's spirit and his fight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Walker. Brown feeling it out a bit, and finished off by Brown.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
Vliet outside to the inside. Ibaka, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ibaka's got 8.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Kyle Lowry. Brown outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Kanter throws it down.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Right wing. Siakam against Tatum. Back to Siakam. Stolen by Smart. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. Tatum kicks to Brown. Pass to Hayward. 6 to shoot. In the corner. Tatum with it. Here's Brown. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Van Vliet. And the rejection by Tatum. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Brown, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lowry passes to Siakam. To the middle, stolen by Kanter. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Tatum.
Ooh, love it, love it.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Ibaka, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Celtics leading by 18. Brown the pass to Kanter. Celtics passing it around. Brown against Van Vliet. Brown kicks to Smart. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The offensive rebound. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Then for the Celtics, Williams, he's checked in for Hayward. Williams comes in for Marcus Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Now here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one, but they get it back. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Got it off in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Boston, sitting on a 21-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Chris Boucher. Terrence Davis is out there with Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Gasol in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Outside Tatum. Wanamaker looking over the floor. He kicks to Williams. Here's Tatum. Williams trying to break free. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Williams.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Pass to Powell. Hollis-Jefferson in the post, guarded by Tatum. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Another shot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Davis against Walker. Over Davis. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Siakam inside. He's against Williams. That shot off the mark. Here's Walker. Tatum against Davis. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Walker with a clean look. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for Boston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. The 3 from Tatum. Inside and stolen by Siakam. Fast break Toronto. Powell with it. He's picked up by Walker. Siakam's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Tatum, that's for 2. They get the rebound.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Outside, Davis.
Celtics foul call.
And the Raptors with some changes. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis-Jefferson, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Norman Powell. And then for Boston, Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams, and Smart subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now Langford. Back to Wanamaker. Pass to Langford. Here's Ogilvy. The Celtics working the ball around now. Boston again missing. And Toronto has possession. They've giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. At the line,
First one falls for him.
Matt Thomas taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Here's Wanamaker. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Green. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbed. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
I got LeBron James. Okay. So let's call it screen by the GOAT himself, Shaq. Shaq didn't cut. Guess I got to go with Tracy McGrady in the corner. Oh, LeBron with the... See, that's why LeBron's my GOAT. I'm so excited for next gen because I get, like I said, nothing's better than getting a 2-for-1 deal, getting it on this current gen and getting it.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our... Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. He let it fly, and he gets it.
Boy, was that deep.
Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
Strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And Irving launches it from deep. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And passing the rock has always been a part of Hayward's game. Puts up nice assist totals from that front line.
Tatum down low. KD's on him. The quick look, no good that time. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Irving launches it from deep. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Irving. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
Here's Walker. The step back jumper is good.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the dunk by Tatum.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Durant up top, guarded by Tatum. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hayward on the wing, back to Tatum. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tatum's got 9 points.
Tatum continues to expand his range, and with his size and length, he can shoot over most defenders.
Irving misses. Here are the Celtics with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. Dinwiddie against Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's tipped. It's LeVert on the wing. .115 left in the first quarter. Off target at the rim. Hayward finds Brown. There's the 3. Tatum on the wing. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 10. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Poke loose. Brooklyn with the ball. Left side Durant. Allen against Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Brown the pass to Tice. Back to Brown. Over Durant. And it's sent back by KD. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
There's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the pass to Jordan. Back to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Tatum. Left side, Prince. Over Williams. And that one released in time, but no good.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction.
What a performance. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the score. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Luwawu. And Smart over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Brooklyn now. Shot clock at 3. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The 3 from Tatum. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Irving's checked in for the Nets, and the first one drops. So he gets them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Outside, Smart. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Takes a three. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris with it. Out guarded by Smart. Harris misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
1:43 left to play in the first half. Cantor kicks to Brown. Gets a hand on it.
Well, you've got to respect Jordan as a shot blocker. He's one of the best in the league. His length and explosiveness make him a great rim protector.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
Out to Harris. Stolen by Smart. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Brown. That's tipped. Williams. Jordan with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 12-point game.
Brent's a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And here's Boston. Smart finds Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Celtics leading by 12. Count it, good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Irving with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. It's blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Williams is running. Smart misses. Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Brown outside. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. The putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Brown, good.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
It's Durant with, oh, what a dunk!
Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. From deep. Allen with the rebound.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The shot's good from Cantor.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
With the tip, and Dinwiddie stays with it. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Walker. Tice. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here's Irving. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Out to Hayward. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in, and then for Boston. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Tatum comes in for Enes Kanter. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Dinwiddie outside. Allen dishes to KD. Shoots the 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, 1 step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Nice shot by Smart.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
It's Durant with the drive, and he makes that one. KD's got 9 points.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Goes up from the top of the key. Walker's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
The offensive rebound. Passes to LeVert. Now Harris. Dinwiddie right side. Harris looking it over. It's deflected. And they're moving it up. Knocked away. The kick out to Walker. 1:04 left in the third. And good that time. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Outside Williams. And here's Smart. Pass to Hayward. Puts up a three. They get it back. And Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics. One is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. And Brown throws it down.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Kevin Durant. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. 5 on the clock. From deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage, a big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. Fades back. The shot missing. Nets trail by 14 and taken away by Brown. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Rodion Kurucs, he's checked in for Durant. Temple comes in for Taurean Prince. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Boston, Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Jimmy Ojeleye comes in for Tatum. And it's Green in for Brown. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. Johnson, the pass to Kurucs. Shoots it. It's not going to go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Floats it up for Williams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ojale from deep three-point range. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Temple can't get it to go. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fan...
Oh, hold up. I'm getting distracted. Come on, Kobe. Oh my! Are you kidding me?
This is not an easy challenge.
Let me just. Oh, look at this. Come on. Why you got this guy guarding me? Uh oh. Green. Oh, come on. Leave him open. He can't shoot, coach. Oh my, Kobe! All-time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific evening look and David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. What?
Both capable, DA. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Count it. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Walker. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Richardson. Shoots over Walker. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Simmons against Walker. He dishes it to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Goes back up. No good off the back of the rim.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Tice. Hayward kicks to Tice. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. That shot off. Good work defensively by Richardson. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Horford dishes to Richardson. Simmons passes to Richardson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. The 76ers also with a sub. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. Tatum against Harris. Boston, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Thibault. Harris trying to get free. Thibault can't get it to go. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Well, that's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Smart. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, this is in part what makes Marcus Smart very dangerous, right? He can slice into the defense. He's got that remarkable speed to get where he wants.
Now here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Tatum, rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons against Tatum. They grab their own miss. Back to Thibault. He kicks to Harris. Simmons passes to Harris. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Alec Burks is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Embiid. And it's Scott in at the 4 spot.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
Up top, Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Now, here's Milton. Over Williams. A shot by Milton, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Brown feeling it out a bit. Feeds to Williams. And that one is good.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Robinson finds Burks. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. And that one's good. Korkmaz. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. On the wing, Williams. Shoots from the high post. Walker's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Boston trailing. Over in the corner, Brown. A three-pointer off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Hayward. Korkmaz kicks to Robinson. Now Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That one doesn't drop. Walker with some nice D. Williams dishes to Brown. Off target with his 3.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Milton. Williams with the block.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Brown, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Brown's got his second basket. Here's Robinson, and he lays it straight in. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Walker. On the wing, Williams. Hayward outside. Walker with a clean look. No good with the triple. The 76ers leading by 6. Milton in the corner. Robinson against Hayward. Robinson passes to Milton. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Simmons left side. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Pass to Tice. Here's Wanamaker. And here's Smart. Gets it off. And so we conclude the first half. 76ers lead.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep in.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. One of the most trusted stars in the league, Al Horford. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, how about the leaping ability of Jaylen Brown? Soars high for the rim-rocking slam. Go to work, young man.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Walker. Embiid. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Celtics trail by 10. Shoots from the elbow. Walker's shot is off. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Simmons left side. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And that one's good. Simmons got 13.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Simmons. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice, and it's Williams in for Brown.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Tatum. Boston again missing.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Richardson finds Horford. Back to Richardson. The pass to Horford. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson, no luck. Celtics trail by 13. Smart dishes to Williams. Outside, Smart. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Embiid kicks to Richardson. Embiid drives in. And no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Gets it down to single digits. Smart's got 6.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Passes it to Thibault. Back to Richardson. Embiid inside. Pass to Thibault. Here's Embiid. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now the 76ers on the break. Horford the pass to Richardson. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Walker. Boston again missing. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Ben Simmons is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Milton in at the 3 spot. Simmons finds Burks. Simmons inside. Working on Walker. Simmons can't get it to go. Pass to Hayward. On the wing, Brown. Back to Hayward. The kick out to Brown. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris with it. Now guarded by Smart. Harris's shot is off. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. They trail by 11, and he gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The 76ers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Horford high post. Outside, Simmons. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Now the pass to Tice. And there it is for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Simmons looking around. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Simmons against Walker. Over Simmons. Walker's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Harris, right side. Milton kicks to Harris. Passes it to Burks. Back to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayward grabs the board. Celtics trail by 11. Brown outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Pass to Tice, all alone. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Richardson finds Simmons. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Walker dishes to Tatum. Hits it from three-point range.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
Here's Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Harris outside. Horford trying to free himself up. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Tice. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Simmons penetrating. That one falls.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Hayward. Tatum trying to break free. Hayward can't hit. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Richardson. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
Outside, Simmons. No good. So the 76ers win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean,
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
is killing me right now. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. We are in a situation with time on the clock. Oh, my gosh. I am under pressure right now. Kobe is locking me up. But it doesn't matter because that's LeBron James. LeBron James. Let me show you.
Showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building. Now it's ended down to
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. The shot by Lowry, no good. Walker the pass to Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. The break fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Walker against Lowry. Steps back and fires. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. From 8. The second effort. Yep, it counts.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
That one good for 2.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. On defense, Boston. And it's Lowry penetrating to the middle. Here's Ibaka. A putback. It's rebounded by Tice. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge is unafraid to take chances. And although he's smaller, Walker doesn't fear going inside. I mean, he knows he can get a shot over anyone.
Back to Lowry. Siakam outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lowry against Walker. Count it. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Over to the left wing. Walker's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Back to Walker. A minute 42 left in the first quarter.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears, and an active player on both ends.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Wanamaker to the inside. The kick out to Walker. Williams with a clean look. Busted. No good that time either. Raptors with the lead. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher. The feed to Gasol. Plays it up and banks it in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Celtics have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Walker kicks to Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Checking in for your Celtics.
Toronto leading by 4. Left side, Davis. Gasol finds Davis. Back to Gasol. No good there. And the Celtics going the other way now. The kick out to Williams. Here's Smart. Here's Cantor. Passes it to Wanamaker. Three-pointer. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Powell, the pass to Boucher.
Yeah, good job to take it right after that.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Brown. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Gasol, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's the Raptors, up 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
The way he plays defensively, you know where he stands.
And, of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Marc Gasol is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Davis at the point guard. Davis, the pass to Powell. It's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And this game is tied up now.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Boucher kicks to Hollis Jefferson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Inside, Cantor, and foul on the shots. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Van Vliet attacking. Out of hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Tatum kicks to Smart. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you know, Smart is working on slowing down, dissecting the defense. I mean, nice patience out there in the pick and roll.
Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. Up again. It's good on the putback. Anunoby's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hayward can't hit. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Smart. Offensive rebound. Left side, Brown. Off target from the wing. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. Siakam pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. Outside Lowry. Back to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And now it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Back to Brown. 27 seconds left now here in the second.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Van Vliet against Brown. Ibaka, count that one. Ibaka's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel. Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
And so it's Toronto going. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to and Kyle Lowry, one of the great do-it-all guards in the NBA. Heading in your mind. And that's a wrap with the third.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward. With Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. And stolen by Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Siakam. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle is impressive.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Walker the pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Raptors leading by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for the Celtics. And then for Toronto, Marcus All comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Tatum. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Walker against Lowry, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Then for the Raptors, Chris Boucher is checked in for Siakam. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Gasol's in the post. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last off-season, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Walker.
With this shot area quickness, Walker can usually carve out space from mid-range.
Davis with it. He's picked up by Walker. Pass to Boucher. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Rebound by Williams. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-6 run. Walker's shot is off. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got 6 points. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. Comes up empty down low. Raptors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Shots good by Boucher. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Open court basketball at his best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the bucket.
Davis drives in. That one goes in. Davis has got his first bucket in this one. Celtics trail by 6, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Brown in for Brad Wanamaker. Raptors also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
Anunoby against Hayward. Ibaka. Williams with the defensive effort.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Smart passes to Williams. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Powell. Toronto leading by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lowry, good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
The pass to Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown against Lowry. VanVleet outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Raptors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. He throw good, VanVleet. Here's Brown. Puts it up off the inbound. Three-pointer. Hayward. That shot off. And so it's Toronto ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Lowry. He gets it in there. And the Raptors lead by 11.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brown, good.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
Raptors shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Shots good by Ibaka.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. VanVleet's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ibaka goes in.
And with those smooth strides of his, Ibaka able to beat the defenders to the punch on that dribble drive.
Smart with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And the rejection by Ibaka. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Siakam's running. Passes it to Anunoby. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Misses the 3.
That's just a neck break. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Pass to Anunoby. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Raptors with the ball. Raptors leading by 15. VanVleet left side. Ibaka right side. Pass to Anunoby. VanVleet wide open. From outside off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. And Toronto making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Here's Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Toronto leading by 15. Anunoby in the corner. Off target with his three. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can get it.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Outside for Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Siakam. There's the pass to Gasol. Unloads from 13. Now here's Van Vliet. Passes to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Anunoby has the open look. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. To the inside, Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And going right to the rim. Love the attack mindset and the ability to finish strong.
Walker against Lowry. The jump hook. Again, Toronto.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Serge Ibaka.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, if you're a fan of this team, you couldn't be happier. What a performance.
From the stripe, shots good by Walker.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
To the left side wing. Back to Lowry. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. So Boston ends up going with a new group. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to McCaw from outside the arc. A rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
It's deflected. Johnson outside. Pass to McCaw from deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Kept alive to the left wing. Fires the three. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
show you, Rook. Listen, man, that's the vet in the Rook right there. LeBron James going in the post. Domination. That's all I can say about it. It's simple as that.
So
check the stats. LeBron, 4 points.
So the first ever 2K TV challenge is dominated by Champ, winning 5-3. I love it.
I really appreciate you having me on this challenge, man. It was awesome. And like I said, I mean, all I do is win. Just like
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at point guard. Now here's Dinwiddie. Irving for 3. And no good that time. Walker with some nice D. It's Brown on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Brown the pass to Tice. Back to Brown. Pass to Tice. Lets it fly from 18. And it's good off the back rim and in. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Hayward on the wing. Up top, Brown. Tice. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Again, Irving missing. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Walker. They get it back, and Hayward is right there.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Allen dishes to Irving. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's KD. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Free throw line jump shot. And it's sent back by Allen. Lobbed up there for KD. And stolen by Hayward. Tice kicks to Tatum. And he drops it in from the low post.
Inside, outside, mid-range, doesn't make any difference. Tatum comfortable anywhere because this guy is a bucket getter.
And a wide open look for Irving. A second chance effort. And KD with the lay-in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Tatum. There's Brown with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency.
What a jam!
Are you kidding me? Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tatum's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
KD can't get it to go.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Keeps it alive, and Tatum stays with it. He's got 7.
Tatum has no problem mixing it up, guys. Goes after offensive rebounds with real zeal and a great effort to clean up that mess on the glass.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Allen. And Harris subbed in for Irving. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Prince is checked in for Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Karis LeVert. Smart passes to Wanamaker. This one for three. Up again. And Cantor able to finish.
Yeah, they have dialed it up a notch here. Really battling to extend this run.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Dinwiddie. And the Nets miss again. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Williams dishes to Tatum. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Wanamaker. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Nice shot by Smart.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Boston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Fellas, the rebounding has been very strong. Excellent so far. Putbacks are very valuable, and they're getting some.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Pass to Wanamaker. And here's Tatum for three. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then the second shot is the next best thing.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
They get it again. Cantor kicks to Smart. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Here's Williams. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Nets trail by 19. Beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The Nets have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Jordan, and he banks in the layup.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now here's Smart. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 to shoot. And here's Tatum for 3. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Prince. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And without a doubt, Taurean Prince comes in looking for his shot. At times, however, he can have tunnel vision.
You know, Greg, it's funny you say that because I like to think of it more as selective seeing, and he wants to see the basket more than he sees his teammates. But that's not all bad for a guy like Prince. I mean, you know, some teams actually need a player who's aggressively looking to score at all times. And I think ultimately, though, it'll limit his usage if he can't become a better distributor of the ball as well.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Nets trail by 17. Irving dishes to KD. From 17 feet out. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The shot by Hayward, wide open. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's LeVert. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Fires top of the key. Walker's shot is off. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Down by 15. Irving can't get it to go.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Irving way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And still, he scores. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Brown wide open. He fires. They get it back. Williams kicks to Tice. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Tice has got 6.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Brown outside. Back to Walker. It's deflected. Williams finds Walker. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hayward from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Prince with the ball, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
You know, when Prince is aggressive and assertive like that, it really does open up things for his teammates.
And both free throws good for Prince. And so it's Boston with a sizable lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Here's Walker. Jared Allen making his last shot. 3-pointer. Hayward. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. A deep 3 from Irving. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Boston leading by 14.
And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
The three from Tatum. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Goes back up. Right side, Kevin Durant. For the three. Poked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Smart subbed in for Kemba Walker. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jordan's checked in.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now Irving, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Jordan finds Irving. KD on the wing. That three off the mark. Celtics leading by 10. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Durant, the pass to Dinwiddie. Jordan against Hayward. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Williams. Hayward against Jordan. Inside. Out to Hayward. Fires the three. Rebound, Brooklyn.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
In transition, here come the Nets. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Robert Williams is checked in for Williams. And the Nets also making a change. Allen's checked in. The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And the call on the shot that sends him to, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Wanamaker, and stolen by Jordan. Irving with it. Williams picks him up. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Prince.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brown outside. Good on the triple. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
and he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Jordan, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Harris. Jared Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in a shooting guard. Harris with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Irving. And that one, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Boston leading by 5. Back to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Cantor. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And the Nets also making a change. Durant's checked in for Jordan. Durant wide open. He fires. Second chance shot. Allen's shot is off.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now Tatum and the pass to Brown. Outside, Walker. The 3 from Tatum. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, his aggression and his attack mode is one of the things that, to me, sets Irving apart. Moving, driving, attacking, that's when he's at his best.
LeVert's checked in for Harris. And the Celtics with possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Brown feeling out a bit. Walker with a clean look. Tice chipped back in for 2. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning, I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
LeVert, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Nets foul call.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Brown, good.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
And it's blocked. Outside Tatum from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lobbed up there for KD. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Walker with it. Guarded now by Irving. Brown, good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Allen.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. And it's KD with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Irving. Durant kicks to Irving. Looking to get it going. Tips it up. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
For 3, Hayward kept alive. Here's Tice. Hayward outside. Passes it to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. From past the arc. And Irving pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
And here's Tatum for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Celtics lead by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out to Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. Walker, the open look. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Outside, Walker. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Crawford. Fires it up. Missed. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.